Hi, I'm Kristi Simpson with KristiSimpson.net, and today I'm going to show you how to make an oversized shawl. The trick with this shawl is to choose the right yarn. I have chosen Line Brand Shawl in a Ball, and I used 2 of these only because I added a little bit extra fringe, but you can actually make it with just 1. So the trick with this is that it has a beautiful variegation in it, and it changes slowly, not fast. So it's great for crocheters because sometimes with variegated it'll change too fast and will look a little bit funny, but with this shawl it is just perfect. So not only does it have variegation, but it is a little bit textured. Now the prism that I chose has a metallic blue running throughout, so it adds a little bit of sparkle. So this is really a beautiful yarn to try with this shawl. With the shawl, it is very easy. You will start at the top center and it will work with a repeat row all the way to the end. Now I have added long fringe just to make mine a little bit more oversized. So get your yarn and a 5mm crochet hook and let's get started. We're going to start with a chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then working in this first chain, we're going to work a 3 double crochet. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And since that first one right here counts as a double crochet, you now have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a chain 3. So then we're going to place 4 double crochet in that first chain as well. So then we'll have 4 double crochets on each side. 2, 3, 4. Now that is the first row right there, seeing how it has the center. Now this will be the top center of your shawl. So then for the second row, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This will be your first double crochet. Now we're going to turn our work and work across this row right here. So double crochet in the same first stitch. So that will give you 2 double crochets right here. And then double crochet in each stitch until you get to the chain space. So 1, 2, and see this is the last one right here, right before the chain space. And then when you get to the chain space, you will double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then double crochet again in this chain space. Now double crochet in each stitch until you get to this chain 3 right here, which is your last double crochet. Now if you get confused, turn it over and look, and your stitches will always be to the right of the post. So this is it, not here. So it's right there. Okay, now that we're to the last stitch, we were going to place 2 double crochets in it. So we have an increase on each side and at the corner, down here at the point. So chain 3, and this is how you will work each row. So it really is really easy, and the yarn will do the work for the shawl for you because I chose one that had a little bit of texture, and so using just a double crochet is fine. So the variegation is going to play an effect, and then the texture of the yarn is going to fill in the rest of the spots. So this is very easy. So you have your chain 3 and double crochet in the first. And you don't even really have to count once you get going. Now you double crochet in each stitch to the chain space. And then when you get to the chain space, you will repeat the same double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. So here we are, double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then double crochet again. Now double crochet to the end and 2 in the last stitch. And that will be your pattern for the entire shawl. And I worked about 35 rows of this shawl, and you can make it as many rows as you want, but I decided to add fringe, and I will show you after this 2 double crochet how to add the fringe when you're complete, when you reach the end of your project. Okay, so let's look at this first. Now, as you can see, this is the top long edge, and then this will be the point. And the more rows you add, the wider and the longer it will get. And you will have a pretty chain space down the center. So once you finish, this is what it will look like. If I can unwrap it here. You will start at the top here. And then it will work all the way down. And then you will end up with a large triangle. Now, like I said, I did 35 rows and it made it this size, but you can continue making it as long as you want. Now, if you decide to add fringe, keep in mind that's going to add on to the length. So when you get to the fringe, I'm going to take this one out really fast and just show you how to add it. Keep in mind that when you are cutting your yarn, if it's a variegated yarn, that the colors are going to mix together if you don't put them in, say this is all blues and then greens. If you don't space it out whenever you do the fringe, you'll have kind of a heavy side of color. So I did all of my strips, and then I picked out the greens and then the blues and pinks and so on, and then I added it, just to make sure it would match. So what you're going to do to add the fringe is stick your hook through the space that you want it to go into, take your yarn and fold it in half. And then here, where it's at the center, you're going to take it and pull through that stitch. And then pull it through just a little bit. Take your fingers and then pull it through that center loop. And then pull it tight. Make sure you do, you pull through the same way every time, because the front and the back do look a little bit different. So just so that it looks the same throughout, you want to make sure you do it the same way. But that is how you will complete an oversized shawl with fringe. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial for this oversized shawl. I hope that you will make one in a variety of colors. Please check back and join me for more free crochet patterns.